The Episcopal Assistant Secretary of the Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion, the Right Reverend Kingsley Obuh, has highlighted the steps involved in electing new bishops, emphasizing that such steps follow the Constitution and canons of the Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion. This clarification follows the election of 15 new bishops by the Church of Nigeria after the Episcopal Synod held during the Church of Nigeria Standing Committee meeting held at the Cathedral Church of Emmanuel, Okesha, Ado-Ekiti, Ekiti State.
Whatever you see the House of Bishops do, that is how the law guiding the church say it should be done. When you ask questions like, is it becoming more spiritual or more political? It depends on what you mean. Are you asking whether we went to, we send some people to go and pray and come and tell us that God said the Bishop of Diocese A should be Mr. B? Is that what you mean by spiritual? So the election of bishops follow the procedure. The dioceses that were full-fledged, the dioceses that were existing before, if we are going to elect a bishop to replace a retired bishop, the diocese will send what is called advisory to the House of Bishops, trying to let the House of Bishops know some peculiarities of their locality so that they will know the kind of person they prayerfully send to them as a bishop. But for new dioceses like these ones that were created, you don't need advice. No advice will be sent to the House of Bishops because the diocese has not existed yet. So that is the constitution, and that is what the House of Bishops followed to do whatever God led the House of Bishops to do, and servants of God emerged. So it is still very much spiritual, which is based on scriptures, even in Acts of the Apostles.
He further explained how the creation of new dioceses aligns with the Church's mission of evangelism and expansion.
So the creation of these local diocesan units, they are designed to advance evangelism by bringing episcopal oversight and the resources closer to grassroots. It creates room for more frequent pastoral care, contextual mission. Churches may not have the same impact in the same area. That's why you go to some countries, there are kind of churches that thrive there. You bring another kind of church, they'll be looking at it even for a decade. So our own practice, we have discovered that the bringing of the Anglican Church to grassroots have positive impacts. The creation of these new dioceses, one thing it does is that it brings the Church of Nigeria close to the people, because a diocese is like a government. In the politics of the nation, sometimes you will hear some ethnic groups clamoring for the creation of a new state. Why? They want the government of the nation closer to them. Those days, we used to have dioceses that were so large that sometimes the bishop will not be able to go around his diocese in 3 years. So when dioceses are created, reduced to some manageable geographical sizes, it makes pastoring effective. In fact, the bishop will be able to know every station before he posts anybody there. But when it is very large, it's impossible to do. And again, bringing Anglican presence to grassroots